Santotre joins us on the phone. Doc, I'm grateful for your company and your patience on the line. So I'm sure that you've seen data from Global Info Analytics. One has to do with the presidential election, one has to do with, and the other one has to do with the party's national executive election. Let's start with the presidential one. Of course, last month we had a discussion on who to win. This time around, to put Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia 52%, with Kennedy following with 17%, Dr. Bernard Champa with 3%, and the rest 1%. Let me have your reaction, sir.
Well, let me say good evening to your listeners and to your good self. Well, the presidential, I'm not surprised. What surprises me is that Dr. Bawumia is still, it's still not up there in terms of the percentage that is supposed to have with respect to projected internal elections. 52% is not good enough for a presidential candidate, internally. Now, what that means is that the opposition to his presidential candidature is still very strong. It's very strong because, strangely, if you look at the data as put forth by Global Info Analytics, the undecided is 18%. That is even more than what was given to Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Yeah.
And then not disclosed is 9%. So when you add 18 class, then you're talking about 27%. That is outstanding. Now, most of them are not. This category or demography will such a high percentage that have not decided and they did not disclose. They are not for the establishment. Because those who are for the establishment, most of them will want to come out vociferously so that they will put fear in the other candidates. But I'm not seeing something of that sort. So, if for the purposes of argument, I decide to allocate this, 27 to Kennedy Japan, so that would mean it will be hovering around 44%. If that is 44, then there are two things involved. One, there is a strong faction within the party, divided along the lines of Dr. Bawumia and Kennedy Japan and the rest. Two, the leading contender or candidate is still not popular within the party.
Okay.
Others still see him as an outsider, or that he rose through the ranks through the whims and caprices of a certain or a group of persons, and that includes the former president. And so the overwhelming acceptability is still the problem that the Bawumia is facing. Apart from the previous election, the 2004 one, that I brought into the public domain the issue of credibility crisis. So these are some of the views that I have with respect to this particular data.
I see. Well, quick one, because of time. Let's touch quickly on the national executive election. So it says that the current general secretary of the party, lawyer Frimpong Kodua, will be retained as the general secretary of the party, as against someone like Chairman Kokofu, Sylvester Tete, Eugene Bachientri, Isaac Siama, and the rest. Do you think lawyer Frimpong Kodua, per the defeat of the party, he would retain the seat?
Well, that is the decision of the delegates, not me. I think in one of the questionnaires, they asked if there should be a total overhaul. Well, there's a certain percentage that disagree, a certain percentage agree. But between the two, the percentage is very infinitesimal.
Mm.
So it tells you that it explains why he had 44%. Because if you look at undecided, that is 36%. So when you have a stronger candidate, other than those that they have listed there, that person will win.
Mm.
Because I want to assume that there may be other people interested, but they are yet to come out because the impending elections is for the presidential, right?
Yeah, sure.
The national executive one has not been announced.
Mm.
So we don't know when they will want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they are just going about these names, as a way of trying to gather data to see how they will be able to interrogate the data. That is it. But other than that, the secretary said, if you have undecided 36%, and those who are supposedly contesting him, none of them is even close to 10%.
Mm.
But these are not strong candidates. So if you think of someone else, which is 2%, that should also be 38%. I'm adding that to undecided.
Mm-hmm.
So once you have a stronger candidate who will come with his own clout, then it means that the general secretary will struggle.
I see. So this is taken from or sampled from 2,656 MPP delegates, and of course, some also argue that this does not represent the general population of all delegates. But can this really have an influence or play a key role in decision making as far as the final election is concerned?
Well, I cannot hazard a guess, or I do not have a valid judgment of that. At least not now, because we need to have those who will indicate interest in contesting for such portfolio before we can do proper assessment. In the case of the presidential, Kennedy Japan has indicated. Dr. Baumia has already indicated. I mean, during his pronouncement and all those things. Dr. Baumia has done so. Dr. Duchum has equally done so. Even the rest, I wonder if they will want to contest this round.
I see. Well, Doc, let me leave you here. I'm grateful for your time.
You're welcome, Rudy.
So that's Dr. Jonathan Asantewachire, who is a senior lecturer at the University of Cape Coast and also a political analyst, helping us digest this particular story. And to the very first story, former Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia has been taped as the front runner in the race to lead the New Patriotic Party into the 2028 general elections, according to the new polls released by Global Info Analytics. Just yesterday, the poll shows Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia commanding 52% support among MPP delegates ahead of MPP's upcoming primaries slated for the 31st of January 2026. His closest contender, former Assin Central Member of Parliament Kennedy Japan, trails significantly with 17%. Other candidates in the race received lower levels of support. Dr. Brian Champon polled 3%, followed by former Education Minister Dr. Yao Osei Aduchum and the former General Secretary of the party, Kwame Japan, Bache Jako and Adainimo, each received less than 1%. Meanwhile, 10% of the delegates remain undecided, while 9% declined to disclose their performance. The poll surveyed 2,656 MPP delegates with 2,560 completing all responses there. Let me go on the phone line and go to the camp of Dr. Yao Osei Aduchum and speak to Yao Opoku Mensah. Mr. Opoku, good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time on 505.
Yeah, good evening and thanks for.
Great. How is the camp faring so far?
Oh, the camp is doing well. We are well motivated and we are sticking to our strategy. And we believe come January, the good people within the party will eventually make Dr. Yosua become the flag bearer for the party.
I'm sure you've seen the data from the Global Info Analysis. They say that currently you have just 1%. What's your reaction to that?
Yeah, that's their thinking, or probably whatever thing that they engaged in, that is what they see. But within us, we do see a different thing, something which is contrary to what is being put out, something which runs in sharp contrast to what we have within our field. We do have an internal poll that we do, and it is something that we use in guiding our steps, so that where there are loopholes, we'll be able to fill it immediately. And our polls, our internal one, gives us a clearer picture as how formidable Dr. Yossi Edichum is to this context. Now, the good people within the party, at any material moment whilst we engage, give us a new spirit and urges us on to intensify every work that we're doing, because they've seen what Dr. Yossi Edichum stands for, his ability to protect the reputation of the party, his service to the country and the party, tells a loud and echoes a certain voice that a party yearns for and seeks for in a personality that would lead the party in 2028. Now, when you put all this together, I can assure you, and this you don't need any polls to understand, that come 2028, 60 to 70% of the messages that the party will use rest on the shoulders of Dr. Yossi Edichum, because his achievement in the education sector becomes that trump card that the party will re-echo to the good people of Ghana for them to accept and give us the mandate to rule in 2028. And therefore, when we put all these together with that formidable character in the person of Dr. Yossi Edichum, we are not perturbed. We are still staying glued to our strategy. We are dealing with the delegate one-on-one without coming into the media to make any fanfare out of it. Because we do believe there is an internal contest. And this contest calls every party member to ensure that every action that we take, every move that we make, becomes something which will add up to the reputation and integrity of the party, rather than destroying it. That is where we stand. That is what we have been doing. And again, there is no limitation into our success come January. And we'll have our own self to blame within this context, because with all the candidates paraded, we stand firm, we stand tall amongst them, based on what we've been able to achieve privately and within the public space. And that is what Ghanaians are yearning for. And that is what makes us motivated, and without listening to any voice that will want to dampen our spirits. So we are well motivated, including the party itself, and eventually in January, the party people will queue and do the honors and allow Dr. Yossi Edichum to lead for success in 2028.
What has been the message to the delegate ahead of this crucial contest, and also what does this poll mean to you? In all the dealings that you'll be doing as far as conversation and other things are concerned before the elections.
Yeah, immediately after 2024, the spirit of the party is down, and therefore, if you scan through within all the candidates, you get to understand that our camp is the camp that's trying to lift the spirit of the party up. We are the ones dealing with the party and ensuring that we are able to energize the base, motivate the base after that humiliating defeat in 2024. So that is what the party people are looking for, a candidate that will inspire, a candidate that the party people can easily market to the good people of Ghana. A candidate, when you mention his name, the scandals or whatever do not even pop up. And what you hear has got to do with quality development, quality life for the people through his own party, so that Ghanaian people will see the benefits of why we are into politics. That is the message that we are giving party, and that is the motivation also the party people are giving to us. And if you the space, you get to understand that we are not loud in there because we see this as a pure internal mechanism, especially a healing process coming from a humiliating defeat in 2024. And whatever action that we take, we are mindful of the reputation of the party. It wouldn't even inure to our benefit to be in the media space, to be in a jamboree style, and be discussing anything which wouldn't be fruitful to the fortunes of the party. And therefore, this polls by Info Analytics comes as one of them, which probably may try very hard to sway us from the work that we are doing on the ground. If I want to engage the polling station chairman for Obrieboa in the Subin constituency, it's not expected that I come to do it in the media space, especially when I know the very chairman stays in this house, in this area, and I can walk straight to him, have that conversation with him, for him to understand what the future holds, what are the stakes, what is his role in this whole campaign process. That becomes my mandate, and that is what every meaningful party person does, but not to be sticking or nosing around for a certain pool to give me validity or leverage on anybody. That wouldn't work with that. That wouldn't stick to what we are doing. We are firmly on the ground. Our polls give us a strong edge and makes us a formidable unit within this process. And that is what we are sticking to. Nothing to sway or change our mind from the strategy that we are using.
Per the polls that internally you have gathered as a team, just oppose that with what Musa Dankwa has put out. Going forward, which of them will inform your strategic movement ahead of that crucial election?
As I indicated to you, nothing external will have an influence on what we are doing currently. We, as I indicated, we do have our own internal mechanisms. We are doing our own thing. We need to be prepared for the party people to take us serious. So that's why we have our internal mechanism and understanding what the dynamics are, what the loopholes are, what strategy is to be adapted in ensuring that we are able to fill that loophole, what makes us formidable within this process. All these are internal things which are dear to our heart, and we take it to ourselves. And it's not something that we feel that we should be making noise about it. This time, this crucial moment, what the party people need is a candidate that respects their feelings. And we are doing that for the party people. I will stick to that strategy without being swayed by any foreign, survey or whatever. We know what we are doing. We know what will inure to our benefits. I want to urge the party people to stay calm, as they've done, as they keep on urging us, as they keep on receiving our message and forming, being part of the addiction factor. And we believe, come January, the good people within the party will feel and do the honors by electing Dr. U.S.A. Addiction as the flag bearer of the party to eventually capture power for us in 2028. And as I indicated, it is his achievement that will drive the party towards success come 2028.
I see. So finally, before you go, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has led the party into the 2024 general elections, where the party failed to secure victory for years, to secure victory, let me put it that way. Now, Dr. Duchum has only been the education minister under the NPP administration. Of course, you talk about records, but why would you think, or why do you think, fairly, or in your candid opinion, that delegates would choose Dr. Alhaji Dr. Yosei Duchum, who has only served as education minister as against Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia, who was the vice president and also led the party into the 2024 election, respectively?
Yeah, every season comes with its own challenges and emerging leaders. And 2026 to 2028 is a new time. It's a new period that requires a sober reflection, that requires a new way, that requires a new leader and a new strategy. You remember in 2024, we were all in government, and definitely the party settled on Dr. Mahmood Bawumia to lead the party to ensure that we maintain power in 2024. Unfortunately, we couldn't. And therefore, you ask yourself, what will be new moving forward? Do we stick to the old guns, or we change our strategy and change our leader and ensure that we do get the ultimate as we seek for? I always trust in the ability of the party to always do the needful, especially when they are mindful of what the stakes are. And there's never been a mistake. And they are going to repeat same come January by electing Dr. Yonsi. This is a new order. This is a new way. And this is a new moment for us to gather all our arsenals and ensure that we have a formidable personality in the person of Dr. Yonsi to capture power for us in 2028.
Right. Let me thank you for your time this evening. I'm grateful.
Yeah, thanks for